This is serious. Nnamdi Kanu offers 1 million naira to law students to challenge controversial judicial precedent. Has Nigeria's judiciary set a dangerous precedent? Is justice being redefined in Nigeria? Why is Nnamdi Kanu still in detention after acquittal? Can the Nigerian government justify Kanu's continued detention? Is this the most controversial legal challenge in Nigeria's history? Join me as we look into Nnamdi Kanu's court trial and why he offered 1 million naira to law students. In a bold legal challenge, Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has pledged 1 million naira to any Nigerian law student who can present a judicial precedent for a stay of execution in criminal proceedings where the accused has already been acquitted and discharged. Kanu, who has been held in the custody of the Department of State Services, DSS, since June 2021 on terrorism-related charges, made this announcement through his legal counsel, Barrister Aloy Ejimakor. The unprecedented offer follows the contentious ruling by Justice Haruna Tsamani of the Court of Appeal in October 2022, which granted the Nigerian government a stay of execution on a prior judgment that had acquitted and discharged Kanu of all charges. The court had declared his extradition from Kenya illegal, citing gross violations of international protocols, human rights, and due process. Court rulings and legal controversy. A 3-judge panel of the appeal court unequivocally condemned Kanu's extraordinary rendition from Kenya, describing it as an abuse of criminal prosecution and executive overreach. The court held that the Nigerian government's silence on the legal extradition process tainted the entire proceedings. Despite this ruling, the federal government sought a stay of execution at the Supreme Court, prolonging Kanu's detention. His legal team argued that such an order is unprecedented, illegal, and a violation of constitutional and international legal norms. No court in any country has ever granted a stay of execution for an acquitted person to remain detained, Ejimakor stated. Kanu's call to action. Confirming Kanu's pledge, his lawyers revealed that he seeks to expose the illegality of the ruling while encouraging a new generation of legal scholars to question judicial precedents. This is not just about Kanu, it's a fight for the integrity of Nigeria's judiciary and respect for human rights, Ejimakor emphasized. The legal team also recalled rulings from both the Supreme Court and the Enugu High Court, which reinforced Kanu's rights to due process and self-determination under Nigerian and international laws. Despite these judgments, his continued detention, they claim, underscores systemic bias against his Igbo heritage, a fight for justice. Kanu's case has become a litmus test for Nigeria's judiciary, raising questions about the enforcement of court orders and the limits of executive power. By challenging law students to find legal precedents, Kanu aims to spark debate over the rule of law and the broader implications of his ongoing detention. This pledge underscores the complexities of justice in Nigeria and highlights the struggle for accountability and fairness in its legal system. Here are some fascinating questions behind this act, and the answers to the questions are based on the current updates regarding Nnamdi Kanu's case. 1. How did Nnamdi Kanu's judicial saga evolve into such a precedent-setting situation? Nnamdi Kanu's legal journey stems from his arrest in Kenya and extradition to Nigeria, which was declared unlawful by the Nigerian Court of Appeal. This court quashed terrorism and treason charges against him, stating the process violated international and local laws. Despite this, the federal government secured a stay of execution on his acquittal, citing concerns over national security and his perceived flight risk. Kanu's legal team has since challenged this stay at the Supreme Court, claiming it lacks legal basis under criminal appeal laws. 2. Why is Kanu still detained despite his court acquittal? Although the Court of Appeal ordered his release in October 2022, the federal government successfully obtained a stay of execution on this judgment. This legal move keeps Kanu in detention, pending the outcome of an appeal at the Supreme Court. His lawyers argue that this contravenes judicial principles, since criminal cases typically lack provisions for such stays. 3. What does this case reveal about the Nigerian justice system? The case highlights challenges in the Nigerian justice system, particularly in balancing legal rulings with national security concerns. The government's ability to override an acquittal through a stay of execution raises questions about the limits of judicial independence and the legal framework governing criminal appeals. 4. How could this affect future legal proceedings in Nigeria? The case may set a precedent for the use of stay of execution orders in criminal cases, potentially altering how courts approach issues of acquittals and appeals. If the Supreme Court overturns the stay, it could reinforce judicial decisions as binding, whereas upholding it might embolden government interventions in legal rulings. The nation watches as this unprecedented case unfolds. Will Kanu's challenge expose systemic flaws, or will the government's stance prevail? The implications are profound, not just for him, but for the future of Nigeria's judiciary. Kindly like, share, and let us know your thoughts on this matter, and don't forget to subscribe as we look forward in seeing you on our next video. Good day.